Hey guys, and welcome back to another week of Weekly Coldplay. My name is Monica.
And my name is Daniel.
And we are a weekly podcast all about...
You guessed it.
Grinder.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some stories I could tell.
Okay, alright. Settle down. I'm sure Chris Martin does too. With Johnny Buckland, obviously.
Mine center around It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Anyway. More of that will come to light. More of that will come to light later in for updates, probably.
Yeah.
All right, so this week, our headliner is the Coldplay Live at River Plate cinema performance that they did 2 years ago now. It was like October 28th, so that's kind of why I wanted to do it, was because, you know, it's around the 2-year anniversary. Also, there's nothing else to talk about. Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it was just 2 years ago, though.
It's weird. For me, it feels a lot longer.
I know, but it's also very bizarre to me that it's the same tour. So we can kind of compare notes and see what changed, what
now that you said it's 2 years ago, October 28th.
Yeah.
Like, thinking back, I can just this is, like, before we were really friends, but we still worked together.
Yeah.
And just thinking back, I can just barely remember you talking about going to see it in theaters. But I didn't care about Coldplay yet, and we weren't really good friends yet.
Yeah.
So... yeah, that's interesting.
That's wild, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll tell everybody my experience in going and seeing it in the cinema. You know, I also saw the director's cut in the cinema, but I don't remember much from the director's cut. So, I mean, other than it was, like, behind-the-scenes stuff. But, yeah, we will talk about Live at River Plate for its 2-year anniversary. Woohoo! And then we also have tour updates. So...
we also, for the first time in a while, have a spoilers and speculations section.
Yeah, shh. Stop spoiling it for me already. Anyway, that was so dumb. Anyway, we're gonna get right into it, as I say every week, because I edit this every week. And I say that all the time. Anyway, it's dumb, that's stupid. So Live at River Plate was aired globally on October 28th/29th, depending on where you were in the world. And yeah, it was filmed live at a River Plate Stadium in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And yeah, it was, you know, as far as I can remember, it was like the first time Coldplay has done something like this, like done like a live stream in the cinema, you know? So yeah, because I know that some places, whenever Live 2012 came out, they played that movie in theaters. I remember it was not in the US. I remember being so devastated about that way back when. But, yeah, so getting to do that experience, watching Coldplay, like a Coldplay live stream, which is what I do all the time, but like a Coldplay live stream in theaters in high quality, which is like, was like the best thing ever, you know. So badly I wanted to live tweet, but I didn't do it. You know, it took everything in me, but it was just like a cool experience. And also, you know, I have like this thing in my mind, because I also had this in my mind whenever we went to go to the Moon Music listening party. I was like, it's just gonna be us two. I just thought it's just gonna be me in the cinema.
It was
singing
almost
along.
that.
Well, yeah, but there was more people than I expected there to be. Especially, like, remember when we were looking at other theaters too for that same night, and they were also almost packed. Well, at least not packed, but, you know, like there were
more people than the premiere of Megalopolis.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember, like, this one theater that I looked at in Houston that, like, an entire row was bought out. Like, I was like, what? I want to be part of that group.
Wow, you'd leave me for them.
No, you would come with.
Okay.
Oh my God. Anyway, you know, and so I think it's just really cool going to like these events. You know, we mentioned this over the past few weeks, but you know, going to these events and seeing, you know, all these other fans, in like local fans, and it's cool to connect with people that way and other fans that way too, because you never know what might happen. You might get into a Brooklyn show.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that was a month ago.
I still don't believe you. It has been 1,000,000 years. Every single thing in the world has happened.
Oh God, tell me about it. I've been just watching videos from that, and then I got to the coloratura videos, and I'm like, I heard coloratura in full live. That's impossible.
Well, I didn't.
Oh, yes, Daniel.
That can't be true.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
now let's get right into it.
Yes. Live at River Plate. So it starts off with a little message from the band where Chris is like, hey, we're doing this in theaters. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming. We can't wait to see you in the flesh.
Yeah. Chris Martin wants to see you in the flesh.
Ugh. No thanks. And then, of course, the show started. So it starts with... obviously people introducing the band and everything. And then they do their little sustainability. They do a little sustainability video, which is played before every show, showing you, all the efforts that Coldplay are doing to keep the show sustainable, which is, really cool. As you know, the kinetic floors, the bikes. Yeah, we all know this. But it's really cool. I think because we rewatched it last night in preparation for this, I thought it was really cool to see it in high quality video, the actual video that they show. Right.
Instead of just on some screen.
Yes,
above
exactly.
The stage.
With a bunch of people screaming.
I've only ever seen it in high quality video or from some bootleg off someone's phone.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Never the middle quality that you're more accustomed to.
The live quality. They show the sustainability video, and then it starts playing. I'm sorry, Daniel just pulled out a sticker that I made for him with the birthday present that he gave to me. He gave me a cricket. I think I mentioned this last week. He gave me a cricket for my birthday. I almost said Christmas. For my birthday. And by the way, yeah, I did get real crickets as well as the cutting machine that is.
So if you asked what kind of cricket, the answer is both.
Yes. And he also gave me sticker paper, so I made stickers of course, Hugh Jackman and some cursed meme Coldplay stickers. and then this one of World Champion just for Daniel here.
I love him.
Yeah. Anyway, back on track.
I just wanted to look at him.
Yeah, and then the band comes out, and the E.T. theme plays, and it's super scary for me.
Look, no, just sing about going to Toshi Station for power converters.
Yeah.
That makes it better.
Music of the Spheres plays. Obviously, the band comes out, and then it's higher power. I mean, it's a standard set list, so we're just going to go a little bit by bit here. Mm-hmm. So it's higher power, and then after that, it's Adventure of a Lifetime. In between that, it's Chris speaking Spanish very poorly.
Yeah, grammatically, he got it all right.
Yeah,
which is better than in some recordings of him speaking Spanish,
yeah.
I've heard.
You know what? That reminds me, because I know that he does Duolingo. I think he does Duolingo. Yeah, he mentioned that years ago.
I want to friend him on Duolingo. Yeah. We can do a friend quest together.
I actually don't know for sure. But he made a joke about it years ago. Uh-huh. And this was during 2012, I think. And He was joking that he was going on Duolingo to learn a bunch of different languages, but American specifically. So he was like, I would like one cheeseburger. An American accent. That's all. 1/4 pounder. God, I can't stand him.
I worked for hours in the cheeseburger mine to afford one Coldplay disc.
And then it was Paradise. And it looks like here, because like I'm on setlist.fm to see what the setlist was, and it says like new intro and acapella outro. I didn't realize that was when they started the I assume that's what it's referencing to.
Well, it doesn't. I don't think it means the acapella outro is new. Just the intro is new.
Oh yeah, because they're and then guys obviously last to join in because anyway.
Yeah, we've got all of Coldplay with us right now.
Yeah,
that was them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess it was the first time. There was a lot of these where like I was going through it and I was like, wow. Even though we all complain about how much the set list hasn't changed that much in like these 2 years, in the span of 2 years. It is kind of surprising, actually, looking back, how much it actually did change. Yeah. Anyway, we will get into that. And then of course it was the scientist with some excerpts from Oceans that they play a little bit in the intro. I don't know if they do that anymore. I don't think that they do. Maybe they do, and I just tuned it out. And then during the extended piano solo, like towards the end, whenever Chris likes to yap during the scientist, he named all of the countries,
all of them
in
the
world.
Country. That's not true.
Most of the countries.
He named every country that was doing the cinema screening,
Yes.
And it reminded me of when you're signing up for like an account on a website, and you have to click the little scroll down thing to find what country you're in. You're just scrolling through the longest list of countries you've ever seen.
Yeah. But it reminded me of Animaniacs, Yakko's song of all the countries. Anyway,
I liked Animaniacs, but I only really liked Pinky and the Brain, so that was all I would focus on.
That's fair. I loved Animaniacs as a kid, but yeah, that's what that reminded me of. I remember in the cinema whenever that happened. I love how I say cinema and not movie theater. It's just it rolls off the tongue easier. Anyway, whenever I was at the cinema, whenever they said Philippines, I was like, whoa! That's me! Little did I know I was going to see them in the Philippines 2 years later. And then, of course, in the U.S., everyone in the theater go, woohoo! America! Okay, not like that.
Yeah.
It was like in a more Coldplay kind of way.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. And then, of course, the backwards intro, my favorite thing, the reverse intro.
Outro.
I'm getting too excited about it, all right? Because I know it's the intro to Viva La Vida. And then they moved to B stage. And Viva La Vida. Hymn for the Weekend, we all know this. And then instead of songbook, pre-songbook era, it was...
It's still weird to me that songbook and Jumbotron are so new.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jumbotron is just this year, but songbook started like summer last year.
They're both... It's weird to me that both of them are new.
Yeah.
Although I do remember Jumbotron starting. Because I remember at first... everyone was trying to like work out something that was like spotted written about Manila and Jumbotron, and so there was like speculation because it was still all brand. Do you remember this?
I do.
Yeah, that's all.
And so instead of songbook, it was Let Somebody Go. And joining Chris on stage for Let Somebody Go, it was her. Famous artist, Oscar winner, her. I'm obsessed with her.
Is that who Chris was like, in my opinion, the best musician of all time?
I think,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I love Gabby. She's amazing. And she also had a killer guitar solo. I'm telling you right now, like, she is like the next Prince. You guys are sleeping on her, I swear. I love her so much. Anyway, it was like an amazing guitar solo. Sorry, Johnny Buckland, but her was the better guitar, so it was a better guitarist that night. And of course, her was also at the time was opening for their Music of the Spheres tour for 2 years. Because I remember it was that U.S. tour. I also saw her in Seattle as well. So, yeah.
You saw her in Seattle?
Yeah.
So I was doing a bit because you said I saw her, but then also you saw her.
Yeah. Well, it's the same person.
No, but
oh my god. Anyway, yeah, and I remember whenever she was in Seattle, and then she was like, she's also half Filipino. And she was like, yeah, I got some Filipino family members here. And I was like, wow! I'm not a family member of hers, but I was screaming about the Filipino part. Pinoy. Pinoy pride. Mabuhay. Sinigang.
Oh, I'm having some tonight. I'm so excited.
Anyway.
I've been thinking about it nonstop for 5.5 hours.
I know. I sent him some, like pretty much a sinigang meme.
Yeah.
and now he's only been thinking about sinigang. Which is so real, because I have too. Anyway, so after Let Somebody Go is De Musica Ligera. I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I'm not.
De Musica Ligera.
Yeah. Which is by a famous Argentinian band called Soda Stereo. They covered that, and it's on the Butterfly package. Whenever they were, live in Buenos Aires, and then, they played it again. I think all the nights that they were in Argentina, as well as having Soda Stereo on stage with them as well. Not during this night, but I think it was like the next night they were on stage. It was the later shows that they were together. And I remember when I was sitting down and in the theater, in the cinema, and they started singing this. The song. Of course, I know this song from the Butterfly package. I was also singing along. And then people next to me were like, what is this song? Like, how do you know it? I was like, oh, well, actually, this is a cover of Soda Stereo. I went into it. And then I said it was from the Butterfly package that came out. And then the guy next to me was like, oh, yeah, I like that. I like that version of Hardest Part. I was like, actually, no, that was Left, Right, Left, Right, Left. That you're
also a
of.
butterfly.
Yes, also a live album with a butterfly on it. But actually, you're incorrect.
Coldplay really do put butterflies in everything.
Yeah, they have butterfly confetti.
I want to burst into a butterfly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They love butterflies. I know.
Just like my roommate.
The wheel breaks the butterfly. That's paradise.
You want to see a butterfly?
Oh my god.
Like pick up a stick of butter and you throw it.
Yeah, I know. See, okay. No, he's just now realizing that we're on a podcast.
No, I knew when I did it.
Yeah, he pretended to pick up a stick of butter and throw it. Yeah. I'm glad that he explained that though. Anyway, and then, of course, we had the Neon Forest intro. I miss her already. I mean, yeah. It's like I can go listen to that now. Not in full though. But some of it. Please release all the songs on...
Just please release all the songs.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but release all the songs on Alien Hits, Alien Radio, okay? I mean, I'm glad that we got Man in the Moon. I'm glad that we got The Karate Kid, but please... Oh, and also Angel Song, obviously. But literally, I need music, and I need Neon Forest, and I need Opus 5.
I still need to know what music stands for.
Making, understanding, sexy. S is always sexy. Interesting. Cacti.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah. Music, obviously.
It was so obvious. I don't know why I didn't think of it myself.
Yeah. So it was Neon Forest intro, into Yeller. And then it was Human Heart, People of the Pride, Clock, clocks.
I can't wait to see People of the Pride live.
I know. You see, okay, so last night, whenever we were watching it together, I had horrible stream quality, because Daniel was streaming it to me, and I couldn't, like, hear it all. So I heard People Are a Pride, and I was like, oh, Daniel, he never said it. And then Daniel was just like, no, he's saying of though. You just can't. Yeah. I'm like, man. I was upset. But also, I was, like, doing house chores. So.
But People Are a Pride.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. So anyway, hey, Coldplay, I think that would be something kind of cool to add into the show
Just
if you
to
say
spice things up.
Yeah, you can't see it right now, but I'm shimmying. but yeah, like, I think that'd be a really cool thing to add in if, you know, just at the beginning, People Are a Pride. Daniel's making fun of me.
I'm not. I'm just mirroring.
He's literally mocking me right now. Yeah, that's all. Anyway, I can't hear because I heard it during the actual song, you know, with the lyrics "People of the Pride," and I heard "Aura Pride" again. I was like, oh no, it's definitely the stream quality, and the fact that I'm washing the dishes right now, so and taking out the trash. Anyway, so it was clocks, and then infinity sign with excerpts of. Every teardrop is a waterfall. Sorry, I got distracted by you doing the finger thing.
The infinity sign. What's it also called? It starts with an L or something. The other word for an infinity symbol.
I literally don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up. Keep going.
Anyway, and then something just like this, shortened midnight with Blue Moon Tree. I miss that so much.
Just Light Club. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just regular Light Club, but I miss the Blue Moon Tree remix. Even though, like, I know I heard it all the time, but now I actually miss it, with Breakaway being played all the time, as well as, of course, I miss Eterna every day of my life. I also think that because they haven't done it at all at the shows because of Breakaway, but I miss them rotating out, Him for the Weekend and something just like this in that slot right after Viva La Vida, because that means that Eterna would be back. But also, I mean, they could still probably play Breakaway. I don't know how that would work. But I really like the Sieb remix of Him for the Weekend.
All right, so I just had to look it up. So to share with you all, the fancy word for an infinity symbol from mathematical terminology is a lemniscate. Spelled Lemniscate, but also apparently in livestock branding, it's called a lazy 8.
Wow, I got a lazy 8 on my arm.
The 8 took a nap.
I mean, I get it because the 8 would be standing up, and then it's napping. Anyway. Lemniscate or lemniscate maybe, but I think it's like, a schwa. I'm only gonna call it Limp Bizkit now. You know that, right? That's all I'm gonna call it if any decided is Limp Bizkit. Hey, what's your favorite Coldplay song? Limp Bizkit.
There's so many layers removed from the actual song name.
It's better than saying lazy 8. Hey, listen, if you say, it's gonna be like that Tumblr thing of like, I like your shoelaces, thanks, I got them for the president.
Yeah.
You know, it's how I know that you're listening to the podcast. Is, hey, what's your favorite Coldplay song? Limp Bizkit. Stupidest thing.
I think it's because we're recording at night.
Yeah. And then after Light Club, My Universe, and then A Sky Full of Stars. And then Chris stopped it and told everyone to put your phone away.
And all your electronic devices.
Yeah, iPads.
Unless you're in a movie theater, then you're still allowed to watch the screen. In the cinema.
And then it was C Stage. And this part surprised me when we watched it, because I completely forgot, because I got so used to Sparks playing, that they played Don't Panic, which I did not remember at all that they played Don't Panic.
I didn't remember either, although I've seen it less than you, but...
I mean, that was like just my third time watching it.
And that was only my second
time. Yeah, and of course, everybody screamed for Johnny singing, everyone screamed for Will singing, everyone booed Chris. It was just me in the cinema booing Chris. Boo! I'm kidding. I love you, Chris Martin. You're amazing. Boo! And then they covered Baraye, which, if that sounds familiar, if you happen to listen to Moon music.
I forgot they did the bit where they show all the lyrics as tweets.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how they put that together, or if...
I think it was already... Actually, I feel like that was something that they had tweeted out.
Because that was the vibe I was getting, was like maybe they tweeted out to have people tweet the different portions for this video.
Yeah, either that or it was already a thread on Twitter, but I feel like it was something... I try to remember back to 2 years ago, and I can't. So I don't quite remember, unfortunately. But, they did that, and then on stage with them was, and I'm sorry if we mispronounce her name, is, Goshefta Farani. I almost definitely mispronounced her name, but she was singing Farsi on stage, because obviously Chris can't. And it was very beautiful, very poignant, and, I think it was very important for Coldplay to do that on a literal global stage, in cinemas everywhere. So, yeah. And then another thing that I completely forgot, because they switched it now, it's different. But another thing that they did was that I remember, and I was talking to Daniel, I was telling Daniel this last night, was after A Sky Full of Stars, I was like, wait, is Sunrise playing? Like, I don't hear it at all. Because it also has, like, the Louis Armstrong speech. Like, why is that not playing? Because I got so used to that. And then, after Baraye, they started playing that. I was like, oh, I forgot. Like, I forgot that I don't remember at all them switching that. But I guess they did. Because this is full proof that they did. And then, God, remember the song, Daniel?
Oh my God. Humankind. They played Humankind live. I wish Coldplay would play Humankind live again. I love that song so much. Especially like right now. Mm-hmm. Today I had the strangest feeling that I belong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, we're capable of kindness, so they call us humankind.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember that, no matter what, we're all capable of kindness.
Yes.
Everyone.
So they played Humankind. And you know what? I don't know. Debs might be listening. Who knows? She says that she sees everything on Twitter. I don't know, but I'm just gonna throw this out there. Debs, if you're listening, can you pass this on to the band? Can y'all play Humankind again? Please, we're begging you. It's such a fun song to play or to hear live. I'm not playing it. Well, I mean, I'm singing a little bit. I'm saying, I know. Anyway, after that, it was Fix You.
Not Fix It?
No, definitely not Fix It. And then... after that was the live debut of The Astronaut with Jin. Because Jin, at the time he was going off, he was going to join the Korean army because it's required to. It was like his last performance, I think. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was like his last performance before, getting sent off into the army. And, it was like really sweet. It was, I know Jin ran up the stage to go hug Chris. That was really cute. But now Jin is out of the army.
Yeah, but the rest of BTS are still in the army, right?
I think one of them also got released. I don't know which one. But I think two of them are out. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a BTS fan. Please
need
don't.
to
Please
ask
don't come for me.
Mariah.
I don't need the army. BTS fans. I don't need the army coming after me. Please. I love y'all.
We respect you and love you
Yes.
so much.
Yes.
We know one of you.
Yeah.
We have a army friend.
Yes. Yes. So much respect. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna tell the story because I didn't tell the story.
Okay.
I told the story to you, but obviously not to the podcast. Was in Seattle. We were about to go in. It was close to 5, and we're about to open the gates, and the security ladies there, one of them, they were all super nice, but she goes, "Okay, yeah, we're about to let y'all in. Do y'all have y'all's army lights?" And we're like, "What?" Or what? And I'm thinking in my head like a army grade, military grade light. I'm like, isn't that not allowed? Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm too autistic for this right now. And then like and then there's a motion that she did, like it was like the light stick motion that she did. And then it hit me because everybody was confused. And then I go, "Oh, she means BTS."
The motion you just did, like you'd been struck by lightning from God with divine inspiration.
I was summoning up lightning. Is it Coldplay for
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I had to tell everybody that. I was like, "No, she means BTS. I now understand. I understand what's happening right now." Yeah, anyway, and yeah, so that happened in Seattle. It was pretty funny. So they had the live debut of The Astronaut, and then the only other time that they debuted The Astronaut in English was on SNL.
Which was my first time hearing it. And this was before I was a big Coldplay fan. But I watched that episode because you liked it so much.
Yeah, because at the time I was really into Pedro Pascal. And
yeah, now he's your ex. But,
yeah. Sorry. He shouldn't have been stretchy.
I watched the whole episode because you liked it so much.
Yeah.
And so then I also watched the musical guest bit, even though I wasn't that into Coldplay.
Yeah.
Like, none of the songs were really familiar to me.
Yeah.
Even Fix You. Which I like, it was vaguely familiar.
Yeah,
but...
yeah, you're more familiar with Fix It.
yeah. Worldwide Super Smash. But I remember hearing them play The Astronaut in English, and I didn't know all the context behind it. And then, like, a few weeks later, I was like, "Monica, I have a song stuck in my head. It's a Coldplay song. I can't figure out what it is, and I don't have enough in my head to Google it." And I was, like, humming it for you, and you couldn't figure it out. And then you were like, "Oh, wait, that's not a Coldplay song. That's a Jin song."
Which is true. Hey, Coldplay, release The Astronaut in English. That's also another thing that they should release.
Yeah. They should just release all the songs.
Yeah.
All of them.
I don't know about all of them.
Yes, I want to hear all of them.
And then after that was Beautiful. And then A Wave.
Beautiful. Human Heart and Beautiful were horror films.
We love you, Angel Moon. Please don't haunt us.
Please.
And that was live at River Plate. And that was actually the first time that we heard A Wave because it was during the end credits. As same as the live shows during the end credits. But during the end credits of the cinema, we got to hear A Wave studio version, actually, which I thought was pretty cool. And obviously, you know, now that we have Full Moon 2 years later, that's insane to me, you know? Anyway, that's all.
Yeah. All right, so let's get right into other news. Not a lot for you this week, but a few things. First off, Chris was spotted at the Australia-Pakistan cricket match on November 3rd. And there was a little tweet about it from the cricket commentators.
Yeah. Chris's dad was also there, Anthony, and Phil.
And to clarify, we don't mean the animal or the vinyl cutting machine this time. We're talking about the
third
sport.
Option.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed a cricket for your birthday. Also, a fan from Indonesia named... I don't know how to pronounce this.
Maybe Reza?
Maybe Reza. But I'm sorry if that's wrong. But he ran into Johnny and Will under the autism sign in Melbourne. And they got to chat for a little bit. It was really funny because at the end of their chat, Will and Johnny were like, "Oh, where are you headed?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm going to brunch at this restaurant." And Will and Johnny were going to the same restaurant. So they all walked there together and got to talk some more. But they had a nice little conversation, and we'll talk a little bit more about some stuff they said in our spoilers and speculation section. A few online stores have listed an All My Love vinyl with a sale date of November 22nd, but there is not yet any kind of track list. Coldplay has announced they will be performing at Capitol's Jingle Bell Ball in London on December 7th. You can listen to Capitol for more information about tickets. And Coldplay won Best International Live Artist at the I don't know if I should say Los 40 or Los 40. I feel...
Well, say both.
Okay,
well you just
did at those music awards. And Will and Johnny had a little acceptance speech.
Yeah, that's our favorites.
Those are our favorites.
That's us.
It's literally us for real.
Yeah, hi, we're half of Coldplay.
Yeah.
The better half, obviously.
Obviously.
The other half's annoying.
That's the news.
That's the news. See, super short week. All right. Tour news. Okay, so tour news. First things first. Becca Amani. There was a video featuring her verse on We Pray, with the caption that she had was, beyond grateful to have shared the stage with you at marvelstadium.au for 2 nights. It's so surreal that I can say my first time playing a stadium was with you. The first band I ever saw in concert, a band whose album was the first vinyl I ever bought, and a band that I absolutely adore and who inspires me so much. Thank you, truly, a prayer come true. And then I also have the lyrics, the lyrics that she had as well, for her We Pray verse. It's, we pray for the ones where the sun's been down and the light hasn't come out. We pray for our brothers and sisters searching for a meaning, looking for a way out. We pray for the ones who've lost all hope, waiting for someone to care. We pray and remember, to exist is a gift, to be loved is to be seen. So together we pray. That's so sweet.
Yeah, that verse I really needed to hear right now, actually.
Yeah.
So, and it's very beautiful. If you get the chance to listen to it, you should. I really liked it. I liked the way she sang it. I liked the words. I'm sorry, dear listeners, we don't know which 2 nights in Melbourne she performed it with them, but
yeah, I'm positive it was nights 3 and 4, but I don't know. I mean, I haven't been keeping up with any of the shows.
It's hard because it's so far removed from our time zone.
Yeah,
and we have to work.
Yeah,
and we've got a lot of other stuff going on.
Yeah,
to be stressed about.
Am I awake for the Coldplay show? Yeah, it's literally at 5 a.m. our time. Like, absolutely not. 4 a.m. actually. So yeah, absolutely not. Yeah.
A few more notes about Melbourne night 3 and 4 that we didn't talk about last week. So night 3, Chris forgot the lyrics to Paradise.
He got distracted and then forgot the lyrics.
That classic Chris.
Yeah, obviously.
Melbourne night 4, Everglow, the songbook, was with Emmanuel Kelly, who is the band's opener right now. During Fix You, after they did the new Beautiful opener, Chris accidentally just started singing Beautiful, forgot what was going on.
Also probably still distracted.
I don't know if maybe it was because of this or because I don't know what order these things happened in, but also Chris fell through a stage door.
Yeah.
Someone, caught him.
Yeah.
Which is good. He's okay.
Well, that was during Songbook that happened. That was, much earlier. I think he fell again.
No, I think maybe he fell and he just stayed shooken up, and that's why he sang Beautiful. Or do you think he fell twice in the show?
Yeah, I think he fell twice in the show.
Wait, I didn't realize so he fell 2 separate times, through the same stage door?
No, not the same stage door. So the stage door was open for Emmanuel Kelly. And while Chris was reading signs, he just obviously wasn't and fell back. And then during that mix-up, he mentioned that he fell, that he fell, but I don't know if he's referencing his fall from earlier, and that was much earlier, or if he fell again. And I think he fell again. I was trying to read tweets. I don't know if anybody can confirm or deny this.
Either way, I need you to know that every single person in my life, people who barely know a thing about Coldplay, but they know I like Coldplay, and they'll be
just you.
Well, Yeah, I'm sure it's been happening to you too, but it was happening to me today, and you weren't here.
It hasn't happened to me at all.
I guess just me then. Everyone is like, Daniel, did you hear Chris Martin fell through a stage door? I had a customer come into the store I work at and say, Daniel, have you recovered yet? From the trauma of Chris Martin falling through a stage door. My coworker on the phone today was telling me about this.
Yeah. Anyway, Chris is okay. I hope that Chris is fine. You know, it's scary, but I'm glad that somebody was there to catch him. And then we have Sydney Night 1. The songbook was Green Eyes, and I'm gonna pretty much stop saying what the quote-unquote rotational is, because all these nights it's been God Put a Smile Upon Your Face. It's just been on the set list. It kind of lives there right now, which is good, but also kind of sucks, because now where's Charlie Brown, right?
Well, more on that in the spoilers and speculation
well, that's true.
section.
That's true. But right now it's mostly just God Put a Smile Upon Your Face. And then during Paradise, it was super cute. During Paradise, there was a kid in the crowd. Chris saw the kid and was just like, hey, have him sit in front of the barrier in between like the stage and where the barricade is. And, you know, just have him sit down and watch the show from the front and give him headphones and make sure that he's okay. And also, do you want Coke? We're talking about the drink.
What if the kid had said yes? Would he have gotten the kid a Coke? The drink? Like, does he have some?
What? I mean, he could just, hey, go get him, like, to security or whoever, to, like, the roadies or whatever. And, like, hey, go get this kid a Coke from backstage, because I'm sure that there's catering, you know, near there.
What a cool experience for the kid.
Yeah.
I would love to be a kid at a Coldplay show.
Yeah.
Sydney Night 2, Matt Healy was in attendance. If you don't know who he is the lead singer of the 1975.
It's Maddie Healy.
It's Maddie Healy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in the post that you had sent, it just said Matt.
Oh. Okay, well, his name is Maddie.
I didn't know who he was. I had to Google it. Well, see, my knowledge of the 1975 extends to that song that was briefly viral that goes, you ruined the 1975, now I listen and think about getting high. It was some song that was viral on TikTok for like 1 minute. And they just talk about the 1975. I don't know any of their actual songs.
Some of them are on my playlist. I like them. I like the 1975.
But yeah, Maddie Healy was at the show. And he's the lead singer of the 1975. And then during Yellow, Chris said, I'd love it if we made it, which is the name of a song by the 1975.
Yeah.
Also, it was raining, just like Manila, and the rain caused technical difficulties, and they had to stop for a little bit after All My Love. But they were able to get the show back up and running.
Yes.
And the songbook was magic.
And then Sydney Night 3, this was on C Stage, Chris introduced Johnny with, we met 26 years ago at Grindr. We didn't hit it off sexually, but musically we became brothers for life. Which, you know, sure. Just kidding. Or are we? So dumb. And then the songbook was Everglow. Chris.
More like Ever No.
Yeah, and then Chris thought the sign was for a person with cancer, and then brought them on stage and realized it was for a dog when they came up. I'm sorry for that dog that has cancer. Benji, the dog. It's a pretty funny mix-up, though.
Our Benji.
Yeah.
Also, from one of the Sydney nights, we're not sure which one, there was a video of Becca Hatch performing We Pray With Them. I don't know if she got to do her own verse because
Yeah, she did.
She did? Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't showing that part in the video.
There was like another video. It's like all on her Instagram page.
Okay. I saw that there was a second video, but I hadn't listened to the sound.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it was just her saying how exciting it was to perform with them in her hometown. All right. And now, the moment everyone's been waiting for. People listen to this just for the charities. Actually. If you haven't listened to any of the episodes before and are starting with this one,
Hi.
Wow, what an episode to pick for your first
know.
one. Just really big River Plate fans out there.
Yeah.
But we don't have any sponsors. We make negative money off of this podcast.
Yay.
So instead, we decide to highlight a different charity every month. And this month, we are highlighting the Sudan Relief, which you can find them at sdnrlf.com. The link to their website will be in our episode's description. So today I'm going to talk a little bit just about the state of South Sudan right now and where they're at. So South Sudan's independence was only recognized in 2011. There have been decades of war between the northern and southern peoples of Sudan and an attempted genocide against the people of Sudan's Nuba Mountain region. And even after their independence was recognized, relations between Sudan and South Sudan remained volatile, and there was civil war within South Sudan until as recently as 2018. At least 80% of the population lives in extreme poverty. Nearly half the population has no access to clean water. It has one of the highest mother-infant mortality rates in the world. There are 2 million refugees, of which at least 60% are estimated to be orphan children. 70% of the nation's children don't regularly attend school, and literacy among women and girls is estimated at just 28%, which is a lot. It is a lot to hear, and it can be heartbreaking to think about, which I can understand, and I fall into this trap myself sometimes too. It's easy to be like, this is an overwhelming amount of things, and thinking about it makes me sad, and there are so many other problems to worry about, and so it's easy to push past that. But there are concrete ways to help, and one of those is to donate at the Sudan Relief's website. Yeah, that's all.
And then the last bit of this episode, if you listen this far, thank you for listening. And you don't have to stick around for the next part because it's spoilers and speculation. So if you're gonna leave, thank you for listening. We love you. Have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are.
I'm making a little heart with my fingers, just for you.
But if you are gonna stay, you have a terrible night. You have a terrible
That's
morning.
not
and you
true. She's lying to you. If you are staying, I hope you have sinigang soup very soon.
If you like sinigang.
Everyone likes sinigang.
Okay, all right. Anyway, that's all right.
I'm just still thinking about it.
I know
I'm sorry.
you're about to have it soon. Anyway, we'll get through this pretty quickly. So in Reza's post, in conversation with Will and Johnny, he asked when they would play new songs live. They said they're looking forward to it, but they're still working on it and would make it happen once everything is ready. Whatever that means.
Yeah, we don't know what they're having to get ready, but I'm honestly kind of curious to see what it is. Like maybe if it's new show elements that they're planning to incorporate.
Yeah, I think that, you know what? I think an interesting thing that could maybe happen, and this is purely speculation, because
this is the right part of the show for
yeah,
it.
For like C stage, if we could somehow, or like maybe some travel to like B stage, I don't know. I just want them to play Moon music live, even though I know that we've already heard it live. But like, I would like for everyone to hear Moon music live. It's just a very
including
good song.
us again.
Yeah, including us again. But either that'll be just like Chris going to C stage, and then like all his little friends show up. SC stage whenever he says he needs a friend.
Oh,
yeah.
I still want them to go back to Us Against the World, and they all come out one at a time, and then they sing the Silverbird version, and then they put it on streaming.
The end. Yeah. I mean, hopefully, again, as I said in my speculation for the Moon music set list, is I want them to play Jupiter live. I want them to play We Are a Mountain. I Am a Mountain.
We Are a Mountain.
I've had We Are the World stuck in my head.
You know what I Am a Mountain reminds me of? I don't think I've told you this yet.
No.
But there's an episode of Dora the Explorer.
Oh my God.
Where there's a sentient mountain and they need to make it jump.
Chris Martin actually co-wrote that screenplay. Or that teleplay. Anyway.
Yeah. They have a new registered track on ASCAP, which I forget exactly what it stands for, but it's something about songwriters.
Yeah.
And it's called Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Perfect timing, and maybe it'll be on the All My Love vinyl.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe Charlie Brown Thanksgiving might be an indication of when it might be coming out.
Maybe.
Ooh,
I wonder if they'll be
I could
sampling
completely wrong.
like any
Yeah.
Charlie Brown music.
That'd be so cute.
Well, because what's his name? What's the name of the kid who plays the piano?
Linus? No, yes,
No,
Linus.
Linus does not play the piano.
No,
It's a different kid.
Schroeder. I knew I was gonna get to it. Schroeder. Sorry, that was so aggressive. I really like "You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown" musical.
I
was a part of it.
I really dislike the Charlie Brown Spelling Bee movie because I'm a big fan of Spelling Bee movies as a genre, and I feel like the Charlie Brown one lets me down.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, well, it's not good. Aquila and the Bee is the best Spelling Bee movie. Anyway, I feel like Schroeder and Chris have a lot in common.
Oh, yeah.
I just would like to see Chris playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Lastly, touching on the All My Love vinyl that might be possibly coming out, will Michelle's favorite song be on the All My Love vinyl?
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
Also, I added something mentally midway through recording this to add the spoilers and speculations.
Yeah.
I thought of this while you were talking about it, but maybe they'll put some more Alien Radio songs on the All My Love vinyl.
Please, please, please. Not maybe a cover of Sabrina.
I was about to say Sabrina Carpenter reference. No, actually, Sick Mary Oliver reference.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope so. I hope so to all the things. I just want all the Coldplay things right now, except for all their songs.
No, I want all their songs.
Just kidding. I do too. I want all their songs. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode.
Yeah.
Kind of all over the place, and that's what happens whenever we record at night.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, also, happy birthday to my dad. That's why we're recording at night. It's his 50th birthday. I love you very much. He listens to all these episodes. So.
Yeah. Happy birthday. Thank you for listening. My name is Monica.
My name is still Daniel.
And we are Weekly Coldplay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Weekly Coldplay. For more Coldplay content from us, check us out on Twitter at Weekly Coldplay and Instagram at weekly.coldplay. That is weekly, Coldplay. And if you like what you hear, give us a follow on wherever you're listening to the podcast on. Thank you again, and we'll be back next week with more Coldplay news.